Good morning, guys. We're gonna start a bit early. Also, happy Thanksgiving to those in the US. Hey, Rock. Hi, Raul. Earlier, Saja, Fu, and Daniel. Good morning, guys. Actually, before I get started, if you are purchasing anything through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces, and that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do War Robots content for you guys. Whether it be live streams like this, videos, guides, giveaways, the baby account, and all the other series and stuff that I have on my channel. I decided to start a bit early, just so that I don't keep you guys here. So I'm going to try to keep this short. Hey, gaming. 6 NCS. Walter. Brandon. Mike as well. Okay, so I'm not sure if this person is actually here because they didn't respond to my comment yesterday. So maybe, I don't know, they might be having Thanksgiving stuff going on. But we do have a stealth hangar. Okay, so we've got the Imugi, the Lynx, the Raven, the Loki, Scorpion, and the Murometz. So I'm going to be running that along with the Stealthier mothership. I figured I'd throw the Stealthier in. Might as well go all in, right? Stealth everything. Rather than a flying. Well, it's more because of the like the pilot, right? Hold on a second. Let's see. You guys should be able to see that now. We'll just go through the hangar very quickly. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, so we have the Imugi with the prime arm. Okay, so we have that. I've got the repair amplifier with the last stand. I'm going to use advanced repair on this thing because we have the Kestrel ready, so I figured maybe I'll try that out. Someone actually mentioned that so if you use the Stealthier mothership, apparently it triggers like your Kestrel, right? Because this is also based on stealth. So I would imagine that I'm going to be healing a lot if that is true. Okay, so we've got the Lynx with the hammer weapon. The Saboteur track with the robot accelerator overdrive. I put the Showdown on here. So my thinking with the Showdown, because it is for stealth for one thing, you have the healing, you have the weapon protector, which I think is kind of important. For the Lynx, you only have 2 heavies. This way I don't lose my weapons. We've got the Raven with the Vabe and the Vault. I have Shield Breaker on here. I think someone was asking me to run the Kestrel. Yeah, I do have Kestrel on this. So I have the 2 Power Man skills as well, so that, I charge up faster. Although, this is just me personally, I don't particularly like these weapons, just in general. Because it limits the play on, like, certain maps, right? Like, it's good on larger maps, but on smaller maps, this may not do that well. I don't know, maybe it might surprise me. We've got the Loki with the Gangeal. I was debating on what to use for the active, so I put the jump unit on this thing. It's a what hangar? It's gonna get murdered? Probably. That's what makes it fun, right? You think it's gonna do well when it's maxed out, only to find out that actually it's not that good. That's how it goes. Hey, Muga. Hey, Chris. Okay, so we've got the Scorpion with the Murex and the Elox. I have shield breaker on this just so one of the things I find with these weapons, I think you have like 3 shots in the chamber or so. If I'm dealing with a shield, then I think the first 2 shots will probably knock the shield down, then I hit them with 1, but I'm like, well, maybe I should go with the shield breaker. This way I don't have to worry about knocking their shields down, just, you know, shoot right through it. We've got the whiteout as well. I think this is going to be, in a way, kind of challenging just because of the Titan, but just looking at the lineup itself. Okay, so we've got the Murometz with the Basilisk and Crate. Dude, I don't even know if... I haven't run the Murometz in ages, so I have to still get used to the controls. I have to get used to the controls for this, and also I don't even know, because I went with the pilot skills that are more like damage focused. There is one that I may change. Like, I know this gives it more damage, but sometimes the cannibal reactor with this might make more sense. This way I get that damage to Titans, because when I drop in with this Murometz, my thinking is the enemy is probably going to have their Titans out. So at least that way I can do more damage. I have an Ash, an Alchemist. Okay, so we're going to run the Stealthier on here with the damage in force and the anti-jamming. Replace... He said that I can if I wanted to. Yeah, let me just put that up on the screen so that you can see. He has Scorpion with new shotguns. Whiteout, if you want, you can replace it with the Ducks. I'm just looking to see which one would I replace with the Ducks. Honestly, I would probably replace the Loki. I think if just looking at that list of bots. Again, just my opinion. I hate it. Why does your chat have the at? Yeah, so YouTube changed. YouTube changed the way that they display the names or something. So, because I think you can change your name. So what it's doing now is it's showing like the actual name of your account. There was a reason for it. I'm trying to remember what the reason was. So, or someone mentioned it, which I don't know where they got that from, but it kind of makes sense. I think it has to do with, you know, like there's some that like they pretend to be someone else. I think that's the reason why. I won't be saying that name, but I will be putting you on timeout. I'll just do that. Because usually what I find is when people come to my chat, they change their name like that. They want attention. So they want to make a point. You can go make a point on their channel, not on mine. Okay, so just being clear here. Okay, so we're gonna run some games. For the ones who aren't familiar with Dream Hangars, so basically what happens is viewers submit their Dream Hangar. It could be something that you're building towards, like maybe you're upgrading your hangar. Or it could be a theme. So in this case, it is a theme. So we have, you can see only stealth robots and Titan. So what I do is I rebuild everything like according to spec, and we basically give it a test run. Okay, so everything is maxed out. This account actually also does not belong to me, just to kind of clarify as well. So basically what happens is I rebuild everything according to like what that viewer has. And then we kind of give like a test run. We want to see how well it performs, but also I look at things like hangar composition, and also the build itself, because sometimes, you know, there's a lot of times that players, they have a suggested build, and, you know, when I run it, sometimes I know ahead of time, but sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes it does work. But in some cases it doesn't work, and instead of me just telling them, well, it doesn't work, this way you actually get to see that it doesn't work live. You know, like oftentimes players think, oh, it's maxed out, it's going to do well. Of course it's going to do well. Pay to win, blah, blah, blah. But then when they see me play it, they're like, oh, shoot, maybe I shouldn't be upgrading. Because, you know, usually there's not just one player upgrading a build. For example, I'm pretty sure there's going to be others upgrading this, you know, or maybe they're upgrading, I don't know, maybe they're upgrading this and they see it doesn't do well. That kind of makes you think, okay, maybe I shouldn't be upgrading those weapons, or maybe I should be upgrading something else. So that helps in your decision, like speeding up your upgrading for your hangar, you know, or just building it, because it might just be a really bad build. So that's the whole purpose of Dream Hangars. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a couple of games with this. And then midway through, so after a couple of games, I'm going to evaluate and I will give you my opinion on, you know, what I would change in order to make this hangar stronger. Now, it could be using different weapons. I will keep the bots as is. I might change one for the ducks because it has been specified that I can't do that. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. So before I actually get started here, just looking at the composition. So usually what I do is how I can tell a hangar is going to do well or whether it's strong or not. The first thing I do is actually look to see how much range they have. Typically, the very weak hangars, and I say weak because even if it was maxed out, it would be weak. They tend to have a lot of range, usually more than 2. This one is borderline, right? Because we have two that have range. The next thing I look at is how many tanks do they have. This actually doesn't have any. So that means that if I'm facing a very aggressive opponent, now not just one player but a whole like team, the chances are I won't be able to defend my home beacons and like home spawn, because none of these can do that. Including the Titan. Like, you know, if there's a rook or something or a luchador in my spawn, chances are I'm going to lose the entire hangar, because this is not a brawler and none of these could actually do damage to like a tank. I will use the ducks later on, but I'm going to go with the original, right? So this is the original. I will go with this, run a couple of games. What I'm doing right now, though, is I'm kind of predicting what I think is going to happen when I drop in with this hangar without even playing it. I haven't even played this yet. So my prediction is if I run into a team that has strong players. Now, strong players, I don't mean that they are running necessarily maxed out stuff or MK3. What I mean is that they are good brawlers. They're very aggressive players. If I run into any of those players, there is about an 80% chance that this hangar is just going to, like, it's just going to crash and burn, because there's no ways that I can defend against that kind of play. They don't even need meta equipment. It's just this hangar won't hold up against it, even if it's maxed. Okay. Oh, Lag, thank you so much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. Okay. So let's see if I'm going to be right. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll go with Beacon Rush. This is actually more, I would say it's more of a domination. More of a domination kind of hangar. Okay. We'll start, I guess, with this. This guy's gonna kill me. I'm just gonna get onto the beacon quickly so that we can at least get it. Oh my gosh, this guy's so close. Wait a minute. You know what? This might actually be really good for this guy. Yo, they got a lot of Kajis here. Nope. Not good. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my range. I can't hit that guy. Nope, dead. Brawlers are always gonna win. It doesn't really matter. You're already seeing the hangar fold, and this is a fully maxed out hangar too. Wonder if I can get this guy. For a minute. Nope, dead. This guy's so close to dying. Nope, dead. I'm playing aggressively here because I don't want to be the last player on my team. Nope, dead. Pretty much my whole hangar got destroyed. Yeah, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. My teammates need to get into their they need to get into their Titans. Yo, that actually did a lot of damage to him. Thing is, we don't have any Titans yet. Yep, I'm dead. Getting constantly... Well, this is why I keep telling you. You know, like, oftentimes players say, well, it doesn't make sense to only run tanks. Maybe in your league it doesn't, but in Champion League it's a different story. Hey, excellent. Boom weapons need to... Even if they nerf the boom weapons, this hangar will still fold. You gotta understand, this is why I try to help you with, you know, different builds and, you know, suggestions. But what I'll try to do is I will try to strengthen this Whoa! I will try to strengthen this hangar in the second half, and we'll try to see if we can make an improvement. I think we were down on players too, but you can see, like, the other team, they're getting more aggressive. The fact that they're pushing... Yeah, this guy's also... Look at my teammate. You're toast, dude. Yep, he's toast. So if you look at the composition of Red Team, notice, like, their brawlers. So they have, like, a Mauler, they've got a Luchador, they've got an Atlas. The majority of their bots are all brawlers. Brawlers will always win. Like, you gotta understand that. When you get to, like, Master Champion League, if you're not running like tanks, you're just gonna get destroyed. I could run an MK1 level hangar with brawlers, and I would have performed better than what you saw with maxed out stuff. Hey, Joel. Hey, Gasper. Okay, so that's game one. I'd say my prediction was pretty good. And I hadn't even played a single game. Raven has stealth. Yeah, but the thing is, if they are running like... if they're running like Seeker, they will still see you. Would the Minos be I don't know. Like, you'd have to wait until after the balance, because I don't want to suggest to players like go for this Titan, and then what they do is they level it up when they could have waited, and they could have had the discount, and then you would have known for sure. That would be a safer way. Can we replace the Muro? That's not what the viewer had. Yeah, they didn't have that, so I can't really replace it. If they suggested that I could, then I would be able to do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep what they have. Otherwise, it's not really fair for them, right? Because I don't do that for other viewers. Wait, did they crash? Come on, laser boy. I think these guys crashed. This is kind of funny, like this is gonna be like the best performing bot. Yo, we got 2 kills. Even though the one guy was just, yeah, he was camping. Where's that guy in? These guys all have Seeker or something? Oh, this guy does have Seeker. Yeah, that guy had Seeker. He had the Seeker drone. So I can't go into center because I have no tanks, right? I have to spawn further back. So I'm gonna get rid of this build because this build's one of the weaker builds. Yep, that's not gonna do anything because he has a frontal shield. Yep. This is why I tell players not to level up these weapons. Waste of resources. Now you can see everything fully maxed. Yep. I'm just using this so I can get rid of it. Get rid of this. The sooner the better. I have to keep on jumping because they hit me. Yep. Nope, that doesn't work either. I don't think it's gonna take much for me to improve this hangar. It's so bad. Now we just gave up this beacon. Wait. Oh. Yeah, we need to start pushing here. Oh, there we go. Got something. Thing is, these guys have they have crumble. I'm gonna be in trouble. I can't heal up from that. Ugh. Yep, I'm dead. Well, bad weapon choice. Trying to focus down their tanks here, because if we don't do that, we can't get into center. I know that guy's in center, but thing is, he's surrounded by... I need to get rid of that Fenrir. There we go. Why is he running backwards? Whew, I'm trying to think how I'm gonna improve this this hangar. We don't have like last stand, so maybe I might have to run like shies or something. I'm just gonna move in here. Oh shoot! Oh no, that was... I was hoping I could hold it down. Okay, which one is it? E? I know there's a Titan to my right. I just want to try to focus on their Bjorn. They have a Bjorn there. I'm more concerned about him because if he pushes... Ugh. I didn't shoot at him. Yep, we will need to push into center. We need another beacon. Time's running out. Oh my! Oh, we got him. Oh, but we need to get into center. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh boy. The thing is, they're over there now. We need to kill them. We have more players. Wait, they have a Mauler. Oh shoot. I'm gonna need some help, guys. We may need to get another beacon here. I have to sit on this beacon. I can't give it up. I couldn't give it up. My team needs to get into center. I'm in center, but I'm just holding it down. Come on, guys. I was trying to hold it for as long as possible so they couldn't turn the beacon, because I think we should win. With 4 beacons, we should win. The beacon bar's dropping. Oh no, we're giving up another. Now it comes down to how smart is my team. Are they going to hold the beacons down? This guy needs to just No, he went off the edge. Oh no, that... don't fight it, dude. He should have gone for center. That might have cost us. Yeah, that cost us the game, I think. If he can't get... He's lagging. Yeah, it cost us the game, I think. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. We might have still lost because we were down. Nobody is dreaming this hangar. It's a dream hangar. There's a comment. You want the special edition basilisk. So it wasn't too bad. We did okay. We were down a player. The best free-to-play counter for swords. The Crisis. What the hell? Actually, I find the Scorpion is stronger. Because Scorpion, you just wait for the sword unit to blink back and then you attack it. If you put like Shield Breaker on, you will either kill that sword unit or like severely injure to the point where they can't... I mean, they might even lose weapons, yeah. Most of you are, but this free-to-play, but this hangar is weak. Well, you know how players always tell me that the pay-to-win, if they run a maxed out hangar, it will always win? I'm showing you why I disagree with that. By the way, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this series. This way... the Dream Hangars gets out to more players and more can participate. Change something? No, not yet. Man, guys. You know, it's kind of crazy that like players want me to change straight away. You know, when I used to do Dream Hangars in the form of videos, sometimes I would have to play 20 plus games for like just the first part. We've only played like, what? 2? This is the third one? Well, if you're not gonna get this beacon. I got a Kaji back here. This guy's gonna kill me, I think. Nope. Yeah. Well, we got the beacon. This build is just so bad. Now players understand why I tell them not to upgrade certain stuff. But I guess they don't believe me, right? What does Adrian know? He only runs things max level. Ugh. I was trying to see if I can get close to that player. Yeah, the other thing I'm noticing too with this hangar, other than the Loki, we actually have no crumble weapons, so I can't even deal with tanks. I'm just giving up beacon after beacon. Yep, I'm dead. Oh look, they're in our spawn. What did I say at the start? If they get into my spawn, it's gonna be game over. I'm totally cooked. And I'm dead. Why is this guy firing? The guy was firing into the sword unit's shield. This guy has... Oh, he can see me. He's got Seeker. Yep. And there's the second game. That's funny, my whole team just left. So we actually see two things happening with this hangar. The first thing is that you can learn if you're a newer player or you're inexperienced. If you don't have any tanks and you're in Master Champion League, your hangar is going to get decimated. Second thing, having too much range, you're going to get decimated. What the heck? A Kid Titan. Actually, that Kid Titan survived longer than the Indra from earlier because he shot into the shield. No spamming in the chat, please. Okay, so now that you guys have seen what happens when you don't have any tanks and stuff, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to optimize this hangar because now I've seen enough. I already know, like, I know what to expect. Although I already knew beforehand. When I used to be with Vox, I used to help. Well, I used to be one of the main for recruiting, and I could tell from a player's hangar whether they were a strong player or not. I didn't even need to see them play. I could tell just from their hangar composition because strong players know how to balance their hangar, you know, for Champion League specifically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in now. Let me just show you what the original hangar is. So this is the original Dream Hangar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in, I'm going to try to optimize it so that at least we can get more performance out of it. You know, using the same bots. I'm not going to change the bots except for maybe one. I'll run the ducks. Or what I could do is, the other thing that I could do is I could keep everything as is and then maybe towards the end run the ducks. This way we have a bit of a better comparison. Yeah, if they keep on spamming, just let me know and I'll just put them on a longer timeout. You saw everything from the thumbnail. Yeah, like I said, I already knew how things are going to end up. Okay, so... Hey Rust, happy Thanksgiving. I can ban them if I want to. I usually give a warning, and then if they just ignore the warning, then well, I ignored, you know, their pleas to get noticed. Because usually when people spam in the chat, it's because they want to be noticed, like they want to feel important. So they keep doing that so that, you know, I only respond to them like they are the only person in the chat. They want to feel like important. When they start doing that to the point where it gets really, you know, annoying, then I will ban. This way, I will never have to see them on the channel again. Like, it just blocks them completely. But I give them a chance to correct their behavior, and if they still don't learn from that, then I'm not really interested. Okay, so, hold on, let's see. What am I gonna use for this? So what you have to understand too is the weapons that I'm gonna be using, some of them are gonna get nerfed, but that's not what this live stream is about. It's more about me taking, you know, what we currently have available. It doesn't have to be ultimate weapons. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna improve on it so that we get better performance. You know, I've always told players stay away from the Weber, the Volt, and the Gauss. And players, well, I guess they think otherwise. But now they know. now they definitely know. Now they know the reason why I tell them to stay away. So the thing with the Gauss in that is that it's only useful for a select few bots. And it's usually the bots that have like a lot of range. If you don't land on the maps that kind of favor it, then you're really out of luck, right? Because now you've invested, for example, you might have invested the Webers and also the Volt, upgrading it, leveling it up really high, only to see that, you know, it doesn't really work on some maps. And the thing is, it's not like you can put those weapons on other bots. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few bots where it can work. And if you do put the Volt on, say, like a Dagon, now you have to level up 4 more of them. And again, it's a very specialized build. So you're wasting your time. Instead, why not level up something like, I mean, maybe this is a bad idea now because I think these are going to get nerfed. But why not level up something like Hussar, right? Like you can put this on like a, I don't know, like sword unit or whatever. You know, you can use it on a number of different builds. So really what you're doing is you're upgrading not just for the bot that you have planned, but any other build that may come after or even, you know, before. So for example, like you could use this like on, you could use it on like a Fafnir or even a Hawk. Like I would not use those weapons on like a Weber or whatever on a Fafnir. You know what I mean? Like it just makes more sense, at least for me. I think we're gonna have to change this here. Just trying to think what I'm gonna use for this one. I might actually go with... might go with Shy. Actually, you know, even Whiteout could work on here. I think Armadillo could work too. Phase shift. Let's go with that. Also, I usually don't run a full setup like this. You might think I'm kind of crazy for doing this, but I only need the burst damage. Most times when you're in a Loki, you're not going to be fighting. It's just to get beacons. So I need enough to stay alive. And, you know, if I'm forced to engage, then I can engage. This is not a damage dealing bot. Still not sure about this build. I think I can improve on it. I'm just trying to think like what I can run on there. Actually, I might have to turn that Raven into a brawler. Because I have nothing to protect me if the enemy gets aggressive and they get into my spawn. Like, there's no tanks in this lineup whatsoever. If they're in my spawn, I automatically lose whatever bots and even my Titan. Like, I can't defend against it. Yeah, let's see if we can, let's see what we can do here. Main thing is get some beacons, especially the home beacon. So the only thing, so when you play domination, usually the players sit back a little bit more because they have time. What is that? Is this guy linked? We almost killed their Kaji. Just trying to lock him down for my teammates. Almost killed him. That's already an improvement. Wait, what the? Oh! Ah! We are doing a lot better though. Definitely a lot better. And those couple changes. That Atlas is going to be a bit of a problem. Come on. Ugh. Wonder if I can get him maybe with the shield breaker. Almost. He's in our spawn though. That's not good. We got to get rid of him. That's going to be a problem too. What is this guy in? I can't get to him. He's too far. Got him a bit, but that's not going to be enough. The heck was that? What the heck was hitting me from above? Oh. Yo, you come this way. You're getting me killed, bro. I may have to drop in with my Titan. That guy moved that way and I got hit by the orbital strike. Yo, this guy's getting me killed. He keeps bringing them towards me. Nope. I hit him with the EMP. My teammate, get him. Oh, come on, that was a waste. I can't attack or anything. It's not a brawler. Oh man, I'm gonna get cooked. Yep, I'm dead. Eh. Wait, that guy linked to me. I'm totally dead. Totally dead. Ugh. He's gonna kill me with the lasso. I'm trying to heal. Is that gonna be... He might still kill me. Nah. Once again, lost to brawlers and aggressive players. You rarely see Atlas in your matches. Are you in the lower leagues? Usually in Master and Champion, you'll start seeing, I would imagine, more Atlas, especially Champion League. You've seen Ravana pop. Ravana is pretty good. Like, you can build... So, like, with this hangar... But, I mean, we're also basing it on a stealth hangar. But if I had to strengthen this with, like, you know, bots in the workshop, I would definitely be looking at, like, Ravana. You know, funny enough, this Loki is stronger than one I had before. That's the Rex. He's gonna kill me. Oh, I don't want to go there. I'm gonna die here, but we did critical damage to him. I had to shoot him though. Oh boy, this is tricky. How far is that guy? No. Yeah, it's kind of funny is... Do we even have any tanks on my team? Why is... Guess I'm gonna have to sacrifice this. I have no choice. I don't want to give this beacon up. So you notice, like, I don't think we have many tanks on my team, but notice how the red team is pushing further and further into our territory. Once they get into our spawn, that is when you're gonna see pure carnage. Shoot. What is this guy in? Trying to get... No, I know what he's in. Let's use this. Ooh, we're gonna get smoked here. If I can kill the Mauler, maybe. Thing is, I got a Kaji there. Yeah, I can't push. Once that Mauler gets into our spawn, if we don't have any Brawler Titans, we're all gonna get cooked. He could easily kill all of us. Just trying to keep them back here. These weapons are very good against Titans. The ones I'm using right now, they do a lot of damage. So you see how, like, my team is really focused on the left side, and you notice that the majority of red players are on the left. This is where I start looking at the weak spots on red teams, like strategy-wise, on the right side especially. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push this side. So when I push this side, we kind of divert the attention away from that left. Come on, get it, quick. Oh! Whoa, we did a lot of damage to him. I'm gonna die here, though. I don't want to heal because it's a waste. Okay, now we drop in with our Titan. I EMP'd him. He can't use his ability. Might still kill me. I didn't even realize that we had a guy here in our spawn. EMP, EMP? No, it didn't work. There we go. Man, that guy could have totally killed me. Come on, EMP, EMP. Nice. EMP! Yes. Okay, we did a little bit better this time around. Raven did a lot better. I think I did more damage with the Raven in this one game than all the other games combined with the Vault and the Weber. The sang is really good, except not for my team. It's good for the red team. You know what I should do is, I mean, this is kind of decent. The only thing is I'm wondering if I should run Kieran's or so. Because I don't really... So against tanks, like, this is actually pretty good. But I don't have anything to prevent, like, to deal with tests. Like, I don't have... I need crumble weapons. I don't have any crumble. I had it on the Loki. Where do you submit the Dream Hangars? So once the stream is done, you can put it in the comment section. And then, who knows, you might get chosen for the next episode. Kieran on the Lynx. I was thinking of that. We can try that. Let me change it. It's so funny because like so many players complain about the hangars. I'm like, well, why don't you submit your Dream Hangar? Maybe you'll get chosen for the next episode. Plus, you also get a prize. What's not to like? You get, you know, then you can showcase your hangar, or I can showcase your hangar, and you get a prize on top of that. Guaranteed prize, by the way. Use it on the... Oh, I don't know if I would want to use all though. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I might have to, like I said, I might have to turn this into a brawler, but for now, I'll leave it. What do I recommend for the Imugi? The blast shotguns might actually work. I mean, we can try it. I'm gonna need some help here. I'm gonna need a lot of help. There's two guys here and I can't engage. Shouldn't even use my heal there. So what I'm doing, I'm just holding this beacon down for as long as possible because I'm gonna be dead here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the help. So you notice, like, when I got onto that beacon, I didn't leave the beacon. I was holding it for my teammates so that they can either drop in there or help me out. Let's try to lock him down. Wait, we can't. Yeah, players kind of underestimate the Halo. He has really good burst damage. Wait, why is this guy floating like that? Wait, he doesn't have any weapons. Does he? They have players that are lagging. Look, the guy's stuck in midair. Oh, 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 oh. I saw the sword unit. Wait, he's over here somewhere. You see that fast burst damage? Hello. You see how fast that burst damage is of the Halo? It's enough to take out like quite a few bots. It depends on what you're going up against, but the squishy ones. Ah, that's game. That was a quick game. This is what your Dream Hangar would be like if you had depression. Man, I hope the guy that submitted this Dream Hangar is not watching the chat right now. Hey, we won the last one too. I had to make some changes, but we won. Yeah, maybe I should play... Let's play Domination. This way, it takes him longer to get to my spawn. Make me play Shell. Well, to be honest, I'd rather play Shell than to play like some of the other builds that players ask me to run, like Wayland. Shell's not so bad. There are some players that insist like Wayland or like, you know, one of those bots are like really good and it's OP, and then they're like, well, it's because you're using new weapons, Adrian, it's gonna do well, trust me. I'm like, if okay. And then I just like hold my breath because I know it's not gonna do well. You know, when you play certain builds, you know. Yes. So I could have gone to center, but I decided to come here because quite often players don't come to this beacon, and being that I'm a Loki, I figured it may work. Wait, is that guy... You know what? I have a feeling players are crashing. Like, this guy has those weapons. He can kill me, so I have to move. I actually am really targeting this guy here. But I think that guy's gonna kill me. It was worth it. Wait, does he have crump? I saw you where you were going. Oh, come on, no ways! I saw the thing go to the other side. Ugh. Yeah, this guy's seriously following me everywhere. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna bring you right into my teammates. Okay, now we need to deal with the Tith. When it comes to Tith, you always want crumble. This way that he can't heal up. The thing is, we don't have anyone to follow through. Do you see his health? Look at his health. He's trying to escape. Get him! Okay, we ended up killing him. Assist! No one have crumble here for this guy? Double kill. Triple kill. Rampage. Assist. He was trying to avoid me, you could tell. What does this guy have? Godlike. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! We almost got him. I still have done more damage with that build in one game than I did with all the other games using the Vault and Weber combined. Trying to help out my buddy at center because we can get that beacon, but looks like they got it already. Oh shoot, I can't ditch. There's a guy on the left side. That was a waste. I used my Stealthier because I wanted to boost my damage. See if I could try to hit that guy. Now, these weapons will do a lot of damage to him because it's based on like percentage. Trying to back away here because he's a little bit too close. He really wants that Atlas. He's gonna go after him. Oh shit, he's gonna go after me. He's going for easy prey. Oh! Wait, do we have a guy in our spawn? What I can do is I can EMP him. Ah, shoot! I'll try to get him before he used his ability. Assist! Yes! They're trying to catch him to slam him down into the ground. I think I EMP'd him, so he couldn't use his ability again. Steal it! Ah, come on. I EMP'd him. Yo, man, how many bots does this guy have? Is he camping back there? Yo, he has another one. What the? Wait. I think I EMP'd. No, oh. Wow. Yeah, the Raven. I just changed the weapons out. You see what I mean? You just changed the weapons out and it did like a lot better. Well, we got 12 kills. Well, at least we're seeing an improvement. Okay, so what was the other question? What if you didn't have these weapons, right? We can try the blast shotguns and see how it does. The only thing is, so if you put blast shotguns on here, you know, your style of play is going to be quite different because you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive, right? You have to get within the 350. Last person on a team. Usually, so this is just me personally from like experience. If I know my team is going to sit back and that's their style of play and I'm burning through bots, in a way that's good for me because I'm getting all my damage in. The probability of them getting their damage in is going to be like slim, right? Because when the enemy's in their spawn, they can't really do anything. So they'll end up losing their camping builds and then probably their Titan the rest of the hangar too. Oh, try Webby? Yeah, I can try Webby. My eyes better. What does the other one do again? I haven't used this one in a while. Oh wait, I have two here. Repairs the durability. This one's more aggressive, I think, the Monique one. Well, let me try this. Let me try this. Sonic is better because when you're flying, I find with Sonic it's harder to hit players. And with Sonic too, once you've emptied your clip, the interval between your shots is quite delayed. Ooh. Ooh, this is actually not good. I see a... I gotta be careful. I need to take flight over here because otherwise they get teleported back behind me. I'm just gonna actually push. Oh, we got him. It's a bit of a sacrificial one, but at least I'm bringing them back here. So I didn't want to... The thing is, I had put a teleport on the ramp from our spawn, and I didn't want the guys in the tents accidentally spawning behind. So that's why I just went aggressive. Oof. You know, the last few games made me appreciate this build even more compared to what we had before. It's kind of crazy the damage output I've done in those games. Like, just as a comparison. Yeah. This thing's following me. Are they gonna hit me with an orbital strike again? Because I'm pretty sure they hate this enough to keep targeting. We need guys in center. Just saying. Oh, I was trying to hit him. Nothing like a bit of crumble. There we go. You're gonna open the super chest. Good luck with that. I actually do an opening for the baby account, but we still have time. Ooh, they're bringing ultimate Arthur here. We gotta be careful. Oh! Oh shoot. Man, I got locked. Oh. Wait a minute. I still got this Loki. We could create chaos. What I can do is I can go to their spawn back there. Although they have the Arthur. Well, you know what? At some point, he's gonna have to push, right? Oh, wait. Okay, maybe they don't have the Arthur. That sword unit must have... He must have fired into the sword unit shield. Yeah, that guy's gonna be a problem. I actually wanted to go to the top there. Whoa, where am I? Oh, shoot. Yes! Oh! Atlas! Maybe I can go for the other... Oh, why do you come this way? We'll go for this beacon. Loki has its advantages. Now they definitely don't have any beacons. Well, actually, wait. Maybe center? This game's over. By the time that they even get one beacon, they're not even gonna get one beacon. That bar's going down so fast. It's over. Hi, Super Noob. Yeah, I've lost games because of the Loki. You wouldn't think. But sometimes, you know, I think it's like also they kind of drop the Loki just at the right time. Sometimes it's by luck. Sometimes, you know, it was a really good call. Ah! Ah! I'm going up against the duo squad. I'm not going to be able to kill these guys. You can't heal. Yep, I just killed an ultimate headshot. That's why I say the shield, you know, the shield breaker is kind of handy. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Why'd I even use that? I have to stay on this beacon here because we don't have any beacons. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill them because they're just linking to each other. Ooh. Trying to turn this beacon. Whoa, I still can't kill him. Yep, I'm gonna be dead. I'm out. I'm out. Let's see if I can drop into a different game here quick. Because I'm getting stream sniped again. Pixonic, no, pay to win. Well, if it was pay to win, technically I should be winning, right? Everything is maxed out. We lost it? Yeah, but I'm getting stream sniped. I think I still did pretty decent with what I had. But I also know that my team, we weren't a full squad there either. Thing is, when players start losing, they leave games. So I know you guys say like Sonic, so do you see how this guy's missing me because he's moving? That's what I'm talking about. He missed all his shots. What killed me was actually his turret. So the thing is, when you're flying, you're more likely to miss your shots when you're using Sonic. At least I'm not being swatted. I guess that's true. Oh, shoot. Wait, what was that? Shell? What happened to their Raven? No, Raven Ultimate Griffin. They had an Ultimate Griffin here somewhere. Not sure we killed him. Ugh. Ah. Adazahi, it's actually better to fight me when I'm actually running a proper hangar. Kind of unfair also to just think about it's kind of unfair when I'm trying to showcase a hangar that someone has put out and they need help with. Just mentioning it right now. Different when I'm running a meta hangar and I'm actually, well, you understand, I'm sure. Because it takes away from the ones that are actually, they need help. And I'd rather help them. This way, I help other players. Ooh, this guy's almost dead. That's the other thing too that I like about the blast shotguns. That's why I think I prefer it, especially when it comes to dealing with like Teths. I think you have a better chance of killing them with this than using Sonic. What is this guy looking at? I had to activate my my Stealthier because this guy was gonna attack me. Yep. Yo, these guys have a lot of leeches. Holy shoot, that's a lot of tanks and stuff back there. Well. Ugh. Wait, can I hit him? Ooh. Oh, come on. No, he's almost dead. That guy's almost dead. Ugh. There we go. Oh. Say what? Oh, he's so close to dying. He is so close. There we go. Wait, we have a Newton? Oh, we do. We have a Newton on our team. I didn't even realize that guy was back there. Oh shoot, what was that? Oh no. Oh no. Because I was using it before. I don't know if I was using blast shotguns. I think I was using a different weapon. I think you're thinking about the other one. Yeah, I got that idea from, I think it was, I think I was using the other weapons. I was trying to remember. This is a while back. I think I was using the discipline weapons with that, right? Yeah, I got that idea from Aga. This was a while back, but I think I was using the other weapons. I don't know if it was this. Watched on the other stream. No, this actually did pretty decent. I mean, we can try with the other pilot and see. If you see a luchador drop with a newer, we got them again. Stalker, that was the very first, yeah. Wait a minute, there's a Vox play on this side. I'm gonna get killed. This guy's gonna drop in over here. Shoot. I was hoping I could time it. Does anyone have Rex? Yeah, this game's over. They're in our spawn. Like I always say, those that are aggressive players usually win. You can argue with me with all you want, but in the majority of the games, if you look through all my live streams, I can almost guarantee 80-90% of the time that is the case. Very few times where it's not like that. Griffin with long range. Okay, I think that's gonna be my last game. If we're gonna win all the games. No, that's my last game. has the pilot. Yeah, but this is not what the hangar was. But anyways, so UW, I don't know if you're in the chat, but thank you for participating in this week's episode of Dream Hangars. So you will be getting a prize, just so that you know. I think I mentioned in the comment under your comment, your original comment. So because I have the Murex giveaway currently running, so that will be your prize, and you'll probably get it like when I deliver it this weekend. So just letting you know. But yeah, so let me just show you what we ended up with. I didn't run the ducks, though. I should have run the ducks, but that's okay. So I'll just show you what we ended up with. I was running this, but I think Adazahi mentioned that it's better with the Kestrel. I actually, either way it works. Either one. So whether you run it with this one or whether you run it with the Webby and the other pilot. I kind of like the other one, though. Just personal preference, I guess. So we ended up with the Kieran on the Lynx. This one is by far, hands down, stronger than the Weber and the Volt. I think this was more successful than the other one, which is interesting because this is Halo versus the Gangeal. Let's see. This one was okay. This build was probably one of the stronger ones. You just have to play it very carefully. I changed out the weapons though, because these right now are stronger than they're stronger than the Basilisk and the Crate. Although I'm not sure after the balance changes. So just like a word of advice for the players, because I get a lot of questions, or at least recently, a lot have been asking me, what should they upgrade, like their Titan, which bot, like the weapons. My advice is still, I would just hang tight, save your resources, and then wait until that balance comes. Especially if it's a Titan. You gotta remember, Titans you can upgrade instantly. So it doesn't really pay to rush. I mean, some have been already asking me if I'm going to upgrade like my Luchador to max level on the baby account. To me, that doesn't make any logical sense because they could come out like the last week and like just nerf it to the ground. Nothing is preventing them from doing that is what I'm saying. Or what they could do is if they could even cancel the Indra nerfs. They could do that last minute. So by acting now doesn't make sense because if they cancel like say the Indra, then I would have wasted all my platinum on an upgrade that I didn't really need. So yeah, I would just hang tight, save your resources, and yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, so yeah, before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic, Kine, Dice, Peter, Cold, and Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. Also, thank you very much to Lag Robots earlier for your donation. Really do appreciate it. And if they have a YouTube channel, make sure to check them out. And if you would like a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangars episode, make sure you post your Dream Hangars in the comment section down below once the stream is done. So I usually go for like 5 different robots. It could be something that you're building towards, or it could be a theme. So you can pick. Also make sure that you put your pilot ID. Right now we don't really need the platform because I think they're all falling under Android now. So yeah, just as long as you have a pilot ID, make sure you do that. Also include your mothership as well and your Titan. So everything. Okay. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Dream Hangars. And yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that said, I will catch you guys later. Also, happy Thanksgiving if you're from the US.